Man, you can't make this up. This wind blowing so hard, but this part two, Eric Adams, Trump, and the migrants. It is so much going on that it is really mind boggling. I mean, if you're not a strong person up here, I could see mental illness really setting in on people because there's so much stress, so much stuff. It's just hitting you. Boom. But anyway, I just got through talking about what's going on at the border. Oh, my hair is hurt. But anyway, getting back to this. Where my pen at? Because I need to. Now, Adams will welcome Trump's support after indictment as he hires lawyer from ex-pres White House. Alex Spiro, Jay-Z got him. He awesome. Mayor Eric Adams quickly suggested that he will welcome the support of Donald Trump as he fights bombshell federal bribery charges while he quietly added a former Trump White House lawyer to his defense team. Hisler responded in broad terms Tuesday to a question about the former president contending the mayor's stance on Big Apple's migrant crisis made him a target. I welcome support from every American, Adams said, no matter where they are and who they are. I welcome support from everyone, from those who know me and from those who are just reading up on this. Every American in this great country, I welcome support from. The comments came as dozens of reporters repeatedly pressed Adams during the first weekly press conference since his historic federal criminal charges. Trump last week claimed he predicted Adams would face federal charges when the mayor spoke out on the migrants and implicitly against President Joe Biden, an argument that echoes his own claims that he's a victim of legal persecution by the FBI and Department of Justice, which they call lawfare. And I said, this Trump, and I said, you know what? He'll be indicted within a year, Trump recounted during a Trump Tower press conference. A sprawling federal indictment unveiled against Adams last week accuses him of defrauding taxpayers out of $10 million in matching campaign funds, taking $123,000 in bribes in the form of luxury travel perks from Turkish officials and nationals. The mayor pleaded not guilty to all 5 counts of bribery, conspiracy, and wire fraud. He's so those court dates will be coming up soon. Adams himself was insinuated without offering evidence that his stance on the migrant crisis put him in political crosshairs of the federal government. The perhaps not so odd couple lies between the Democratic Adams and Republican Trump grew tighter behind the scenes as the mayor mounts his legal defense. Conservative attorney John Bass, whom Trump handpicked in 2017 to serve as U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Texas, is now helping Adams combat his federal charges in Manhattan. Bash was one of Trump's legal advisors in the White House during the first year of his presidency, and earlier in his career, clerked for conservative Supreme Court Justices Brett Kavanaugh and Anton Scalia. Now he works at the law firm Quinn Emanuel, along Adams' trial attorney Alex Spiro. As U.S. Attorney for Western District of Texas from 2017 until October 2020, Bass was asked to enforce Trump's controversial policy of separating families from their children at the border, but Bash pushed back against how the policy was being implemented. Bass also worked in the Solicitor General's office in President Obama's Justice Department from 2012 to 2017 and argued 10 cases before the Supreme Court. Adam has also added another attorney, William Bill Burke, who once represented Trump's former White House chief strategist, Steve Bannon, records show. Burke has been representing Bannon in a fraud case in Manhattan federal court, but abruptly dropped him as a client in November 2020, shortly after Bannon reeling from Trump losing the presidential election to Biden, publicly called for the FBI Director Chris Wray and Dr. Anthony Fauci to be beheaded. I know Bannon ain't no joke. Now, Bannon is not no joke. Burke had been representing Bannon in a fraud case. Oh, okay. I just read that. Let me see. Burke also worked as a top lawyer in George W. Bush's White House and serves on the board of directors at Fox Corporation. Okay, so we got that done. Mhm. It's going to be a part three because I got to get up and go to work. Oh my God, I did that. Wait a minute, what date was this? Because I have this all down. That was October 4th. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Okay, the next one is October 11th. Okay. All right. Moving right along. So then Adams he's scheduled to close Randall's Island January this year. And so it should be closed. New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced the city is closing migrant shelter on Randall's Island early next year. We're not out of the woods yet, but make no mistake, thanks in large part to our smart management strategies and successful advocacy, we have turned the corner on this crisis. We're not scrambling every day to open new shelters. We're talking about closing them. So that is one other thing. Okay, we did that. All right, let me do that now. All right. Like I have. Where's my November? Oh, December 4. Man, there's so much going on. It's just disheartening. It's December 5th. Hey, what's that on? Okay, I'm gonna have to go back down. Where am I going? Okay, now we're gonna go here. It look like I'm gonna have to go back through that. This what got him indicted. I stood up and I said, "This is going to come to a neighborhood near you over here." And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. This issue will destroy New York City.
1,000 asylum seekers, but since then, over 200,000 have passed through the city, and the current shelter population is stagnant at around 60,000 individuals.
This is getting on my nerves. After month, I stood up and I said, "This is going to come to a neighborhood near you over here." And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City.
That was New York City Mayor Eric Adams exactly 1 year ago after the city received 10,000 asylum seekers. But since then, over 200,000 have passed through the city, and the current shelter population sits stagnant at around 6,000 individuals. They have fled extreme poverty, but still find themselves in it. They cannot get jobs or earn a living.
Right.
It seems like nobody wanted the question. This crisis is destroying New York City. So I will.
Hundreds of people taking over the intersection of 25th Avenue and 86th Street to stop a homeless shelter from opening.
Now we're getting people from all over the globe who have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come to New York City. Every community in this city is going to be impacted.
There's no more at the end. I just said this a couple of years.
Moving to drastically shrink a growing migrant encampment. The city has been combating rogue encampments and complains about violence.
When the migrants get work, what are they going to do? Well, they'll do, illegal work, but they'll also do some crime, and we've had that.
They have seen a mammoth increase in these moped robberies
Facts.
and muggings.
Migrant crime have washed over our city. By no means do the individuals committing these crimes represent the vast number of people coming off to build a better life. Never in my life have I had a problem that I see it into.
So a year after the asylum crisis began, New York City, if it wants to be a sanctuary city. But first is that nobody realizes most of the problems the asylum crisis is taking the blame for were already issues in New York City to begin with, because the majority of the 200,000 who come here seeing us not do so to join deal things for places like CBS. Yet we hear of reports of rising crime in areas of town that have asylum shelters, but at the same time, many New Yorkers are perfectly okay with our justice reforms, which observers say a lot with why we got a control retail theft problem here. And while shoplifting now costs us $4.4 billion, this even started. And when you combine surging theft with a surging number of violent offenders on Earth prior to the asylum
But
crisis.
that's what got him indicted by Biden Harris. Okay, that was September 15th. All right, let me see. Okay, then I go here.
It's supposed to be business as usual today at City Hall. That was until the indictment was unsealed.
Yeah, coverage continues now at Fox 5's Lewis Antoine. Eating at a chamber. I'm just scanning mentally the faces of the council members that we spoke to. Some we talked to said that they were surprised by the indictment of the mayor. Others, not so much. But as to whether or not Eric Adams should step down, from City Hall's perspective, it depends upon whom you ask.
Thursday's city council meeting was a scheduled event, but the buzz in the chamber had less to do with voting on bills
and resolutions.
I really would like to fully consider honestly and seriously the needs of workers now that this crisis has
Also, are seeking conspiracy in the he stays put.
It is nonsense to say that he can back up to his lawyer and he can continue leading the city. He already was not leading the city well.
We need a mayor who's not distracted by the federal government.
There to resign. City Councilman Eric says he has been fielding calls from concerned constituents.
The city should step aside. He said in his press conference that his lawyers did the indictments. He focused on running the city. That's not really how this works.
We've had 110 men. One of them has been indicted in the past, and we've just going back through the false meat that's happening all. So it's unprecedented from that perspective.
While most people feel that Mayor Adams should stay on, Speaker Adams had a measured response. She was asked the question.
it is in his purview to think about it. At this point, I'm not going to offer a recommendation for resignation.
Man, it's a big must, but Trump was right about that one too.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams is defiant. He's refusing to step down as he faces new federal charges of bribery, fraud, and campaign finance offenses. This is all part of an multi-year scheme to solicit campaign and lavish gifts from prosecutors say he illegally hid. Specifically, Mayor Adams allegedly received luxury travel and other benefits from a Turkish official, including multiple first-class flights, and hotel stays worth tens of thousands of dollars. CNN's Gloria Pano reports for us what officials say Adams gave up in return.
I look forward to defending my
5-count federal indictment.
The conduct alleged in the indictment, the foreign money,
Okay.
And premium hotel rooms. Adams forced denied the allegations.
He demonized it. And I New York.
Adams stretching back to his time as Brooklyn Borough president. Since then, prosecutors and
You have to understand, we can't do what they do. Point blank, period. We cannot.
don't lose it, critical thinking. Keep it sharp in your mind.
Some of us are blessed to fly and to save babies and to be an attorney. It just sort of depends. It just sort of depends. But I am hopeful. I am hopeful. Should have with passion fruit from her. This is nuts. This is nuts. And what's even more insane to me is that this is like, this is nuts.
I didn't even realize that's too hard. We ain't doing that. That's too hard. I'm going to bed, so we won't be doing that. Oh, and I'm definitely not playing that. Okay, no. Come on, Light. Ever since I dropped you, now you make Okay. What's the next one? See, I wrote down all this stuff. Okay, October. How y'all doing tonight? Can y'all hit the like button for me, please? Okay, here we go.
Court for Mayor Adams, and it includes his lawyer pushing for a speedy trial, hoping to finish it before next year's Democratic primary election. They're not done investigations and lead more serious criminal against the mayor and others.
Mayor's court appearance was one event today. New Yorker, he's going to do courthouse in Momentum with a Libre today.
Right, Liz, as Bill Adams said additional charges are still possible, even suggesting that those charges could now include witness tampering. And apparently,
Wow.
the worst day for Eric Adams. He sat solemnly at the defense table with his attorney as Prosecutor Hoggins revealed that there may be other indictments against other people. There are several related investigations here, Scotton told the judge. We think that's quite likely. And new charges against the mayor may be. There has been witness intimidation. The mayor pleaded guilty last week, conspiring with citizens and government officials, tens of thousands of dollars in hotel suites, business class airfares, and thousands of dollars in illegal campaign contributions. His attorney claims Adams was left in the dark.
I can't stand stream, y'all. I done lost my people. I mean, this just ridiculous.
The mayor continues to insist it's business as usual. Even attending a security briefing today at NYPD Capitol, power Hank Scheinkoff.
The combination of a police scandal.
Man, it's looking bad for him. And then this thing, the move. What's going on? And I think I did. Oh my God, hold on. I thought I had wrote down all this stuff. Thank y'all for y'all patience. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my new subscriber. Just bear with me because I'm oh shit, now I'm past the mess. Because I'm old and not tech savvy, but I'm doing much better than I was. I'm gonna get this down pat. Trust me. Because I ain't slow now. We got to do that Johnson guy. We got to get that and get him together. Now that's who they need to get rid of. I must have passed the video, did I?
Can't even afford to pay their anchors anymore.
Oh, I can't stand him, George Stephanopoulos. Damn, what's this one? Might end this here. I might just end this here. Let me see. But Trump did say that if it came down to it, since Eric Adams going through what he's going through, that he would consider pardoning him. He did say that. He sure did say that. And I was like, wow. Sometimes you just have to humble yourself. Shoot, he was smarter than the rest of them. Johnson and the other Johnson out of Colorado. And who other sanctuary city? Adams, Johnson, Colorado, Chicago, New York. Hey, it's another one out there. Hey, it's another one out there. What's the other sanctuary? Oh, LA voted to become a sanctuary city. I thought that was dumb, and you ain't never had that. I thought that was real dumb. They was Oh, we're gonna be talking about Fonnie Lewis because she done took 4 L's. I don't know why they voted that woman back in. She is awful. She really is awful.
Who?
Fonnie Willis. You know who she is?
Yeah, we ain't got no toilet paper.
Get out of here. Stop. Don't do that. For real. That's really rude. And we do have toilet paper. He's so ignorant. What did I say? Oh, 12-4. I must act like now StreamYard acting just fine. You can't make this up. I swear to God. It is gonna be a part 3. Yep, because I'm getting ready. Hey, you wanna come up? I got. Oh, that's 612. Okay. Oh, that's Diddy. Oh, that's Diddy. Do y'all know anything about Allie Carter? I was wondering if y'all wanted me to do something on Allie Carter. See, I don't wrote stuff down that ain't even happening. Now I got on Hunter Biden, honey. They should have locked him up. So it must be this then. Gotta be. I did. Okay. I'm gonna end with this last one, and I'm gonna have to redo this. Hold on, and I'm going to bed. Now I thought this tripped me out. This
City
tripped me
sending
out.
4,500 migrants back to Texas, offering free one-way plane and bus tickets to other states. So Abbott sends migrants to New York. Then New York spends all this money, millions, to send them back to Texas. The Big Apple has spent more than.
So Texas has sent around 30,000 people to New York on buses, and it looks like New York is now trying to not only get a free or bus ticket anywhere in the world after their shelter days of fire, they're forced to reapply for housing local where these are handed out, revealing that even though New York is America's largest sanctuary city, our leaders don't want people staying here for some reason.
Governor Greg Abbott might have thought that he had the last laugh when he bused tens of thousands of migrants from his state to New York City. But the Big Apple's mayor, Tim Adams, is sending 4,500 arrivals back to the
And is also bringing migrants to Illinois, Florida, and Colorado. Abbott's office blasted Adams' move, saying, quote, hypocritical Mayor Adams said busing migrants is morally bankrupt.
I voted for Trump because of the economy.
Much like
Me
the trend
too.
nationally, many New York voters this year were driven by the economy and immigration, especially after Texas Governor Greg Abbott started busing migrants here 2 years ago. Throughout his campaign, President-elect Donald Trump promised sweeping changes to what he painted as an out-of-control immigration system. And now with his presidency secured, immigration advocates in New York City say they're bracing for what's to come. Suddenly, it's not a sanctuary city all of a sudden, as they want to send the people back to Texas.
So, as New York continues to tout its sanctuary city status, it's secretly doing everything possible to help people leave. But what nobody's talking about is that this is just the latest example of how the asylum crisis has failed to bring about any meaningful improvements in the lives of asylum seekers. Because although over 200,000 have come to New York after our city offered them the American dream, and to stay kicks them out after 1 or 2 months before most asylum seekers have had time to get jobs or plug into the local economy. Something we were all told wasn't going to happen here, as at least Greg now seeing thousands of jobs just waiting to be filled by
Exactly.
people on buses right here at the bus terminal.
And they sitting there homeless.
200 celebrity and joblessness here in America, as they were in their home countries.
Yep.
Honestly, it's really sad to see thousands of able-bodied people who were lost with no way to better their lives by
Facts.
working and living independently. And whether or not you are for or asylum crisis, it should be pretty obvious that in order to get so many people to travel to a place which has no opportunity for them, you've got to tell them something that's not true. And observers say that's what's happened in New York, as thousands of people were.
And that's the fact. The average rent in New York is $5,000 a month. They can't afford that. They homeless on the streets too. The United States charge for everything. If they could charge for air, they would. Most of them not gonna make it here. Point blank. Period. They not walk through 5,000 countries to get here. You need to just turn around and walk your behind back to your.
Marxist movement of there's a future here. Also needs to be there for months. New York's proud progressive values, admitting our policies just waste money while failing to help people isn't on the table. And as you're about to see, while New York is quietly helping people leave, it's also doubling down on sanctuary city policy. It already has proof as a knee direction to president.
That part. Shoot, people are hurting. I don't know why they didn't think that was gonna happen. Shoot, people hurting. Okay, I'm gonna end with this one.
Mayor just announced that the city will no longer issue vouchers to migrants to pay for food.
Good, go home. In case you guys haven't heard, Mayor Eric Adams is ending this program that offers vouchers. Trump
Now, the city no longer vouchers to pay for food, ending a controversial program repeatedly come under attack conservatives and others.
You notice when they say "and others," that's because, I hate to break it to everybody, but it's not just people on the right that have noticed that this
immigrant families who'd found themselves in New York.
Okay, I love the wording on that.
Oh
too.
my God,
Found
he talking. Okay. Anyway, Eric Adams pulled out because every month, migrants was getting a car every month loaded with like $4,000, and they could buy food and things of that nature for the baby if they had children, things of that nature. Well, he took that off the table. That was $53 million. I said, shoot, I need to take my butt, fly to Texas, no, fly to Mexico, and then walk across the border and act like I'm a illegal migrant to get all the money that they was getting. But the gravy train has ended, and as you see now they being deported. Amen. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate all my new subscribers. It is going to be a part 3 because I'm going to bed. Oh, I did 40 minutes. That's cool. That's cool because I got to redo this.